Good afternoon, everyone. Today I will be sharing with you 5 quick tips for speed reading. I know a lot of you are actually very worried with CAT just about a few months away uh, to do well in your RC section. We need to work on our speeds. So, the first tip today that I have for you is stop vocalization or sub vocalization. Basically, in the sense, a lot of us have this habit of when we read, we either are vocalizing it in our heads or we speak while we read. This is something that really hampers the speed at which we could read. So, if you are one of those, please avoid that right away. And you will see that if you read with focus, you can save a lot of your time. Because understand this, the speed at which we speak is less than the speed at which our eyes can read. So, with that, a lot of time is saved, which is very precious, especially when you are preparing for an exam like CAT. So, stop over vocalizing or stop sub vocalization. This will really go a long way in helping you increase your speed. Tip number 2, word chunking. Now, what is word chunking? Just imagine if you can read instead of one word at a time, you can read 3 words at one go. What effect that will have on your speeding or speed read. So, from now onward, just try and focus your brains in such a manner that instead of reading one word at a time in a passage, read 3. To start with, underline groups of 3 words at a time and practice your mind to look at 3 words at one go. Initially, it will be a bit tricky and a little bit difficult, but over a period of time with consistent practice, you will realize that you are accustoming your mind to read 3 words at one go. And just imagine the kind of effect it will have on your speed read. Tip number 3, do not reread. Well, I know it is difficult for a lot of us because we feel not very confident that we will be able to understand and comprehend the passage the first time we read it. Because of that, what we do is we reread a lot of stuff which is not required. My take on this is if you decide the purpose for which you are reading, if the focus is there, you do not need to reread any of the passages. Once you start with a purpose, a motive, why you're reading it, and that is very clear in your head, you will realize you don't need to reread any of the passages. Tip number 4, use a timer. If you're already not doing it, start timing the speed in which you are reading the passages and consciously work out on certain goals and then read the passages again. Over a period of time, once you start taking a few challenges in terms of acquiring that speed in which you are reading 200, 250, 300 words per minute, you will see improvements which will come over a period of time. So, time yourself and you will see how effective that is in speed reading. Last but not the least, enhance your vocabulary. I have been saying this again and again that a good vocabulary is a sure shot tool to increase the speed at which you read. Because when you read, knowing a lot of words, the comprehension is better, then obviously you will not take so much time as you will if you do not know words. I have set a target for all my students to learn at least 15 to 20 words every day. You can refer to dictionary, you can refer to Google, your choice. Also, if you can put a format into it in terms of, day one you start with words starting from A, day two with B, and so on and so forth, and keep on adding to that list, trust me, in the next 5 months you will have at least 2,500 to 3,000 words at your disposal. So whenever you encounter those words, your understanding goes up, obviously, and this will affect the speed at which you read. So if you follow these 5 tips, trust me, your reading speed will definitely go up manyfold, and you will have such a great chance at really scoring in the VARC section. So with that, I hope you found these tips useful. Thank you so much.